And now, it's time for Football Friday Night with Rod Smith and the KRCG 13 sports team.
Good evening. Welcome to Football Friday Night, week 3 of the high school season, and 3 games matching Jefferson City teams against Columbia teams. The CMAC trifecta tonight will begin at Elias Catholic High. The 2-0 Crusaders running out onto Ray Etches Stadium Field to take on the Battle Spartans. It was the 40th anniversary of the Crusaders winning the first state championship in history, 1984, led by coaches Henches and Jeffries. Some of those guys look like they could still play. Elias can. They scored 90 last week in a Hickman win. Started a little slow tonight near the end of the first quarter, though. They got rolling. C.J. Howell, the senior running back, 64 yards in for the opening touchdown, 7-0. Second period, Howell, short touchdown, making a 14-0 lead for the Crusaders. Didn't take long for the next scoring play. Austin Weaver hits Sam Lopez. Where is he? There he is. Sam takes it in, 42 yards, 21-0. Elias on top. Lopez again less than 2 minutes later, this time on the other side of the ball with the interception. Takes this one back 32 yards for the pick 6. That's Robert O'Neill, the former Jeff City Jays, signaling touchdown. All of a sudden it's 28-zip. And just before halftime, check out this throw. Weaver to Quade Edwards on the fly, 57 yards, 35-0 at halftime, 42-6 the final. Elias is a perfect 3-0. Capital City Cavaliers off to a perfect 2-0 start on the home field tonight, hosting Hickman on homecoming. Cavs strike less than 2 minutes in. Jalen Thomas already 7 rushing touchdowns on the season. Add another one, 17-yard score, 6-0 Cap City. Late opening quarter. Give it to Isaiah Franklin. He goes in. Breaks a couple tackles, 22-yard score. Cavaliers a 2-point conversion. It's a 14-0 lead. They were not done. Second quarter. Thomas again. 4 yards up, make it 21-zip. The ground game strong again for Capital City. Evan Schaefer, the quarterback, keeps this one. 7-yard score, 28-0. Hickman gets on the board midway through the second. Braden Bursey scrambling, fires to the end zone. Elijah Tatum hauls it in for the QP touchdown, but Capital City adds one more touchdown before the half. 35-7. Cap City is 3-0 after a big 49-21 win. More CMAC football in Columbia tonight. The Jefferson City Jays visiting the Rockbridge Bruins. This one all Rockbridge. Derek Young runs one in for the Bruins from 5 yards out. Then Rockbridge looking to pass. Brady Davidson slings it to Riley Rowling. The senior does the rest. Rolling, shrugs off the tackle. 39 yards for the touchdown. Bruins step up the defense. Pass attempt is tipped and falls into the hands of Crew Norden. Nothing but open grass in front of him. 75 yards for another score. 21-0 Rockbridge at the end of the first quarter. Second, more Rockbridge dominance. Davidson connects with Devin Holt. The Bruins track star shows off the speed. 37-yard touchdown catch for Holt. Bruins impressive showing on offense. Here goes Young again on a score. Bruins win this one 63-6 over Jefferson City. More CMAC showdowns at the Lake of the Ozarks. The Camdenton Lakers and Smith Cotton Tigers. Lakers score on their opening possession. Give it to Michael Machino. Strolls in for the short touchdown run. 13-0 after a quarter. More Laker offense in the second. Carson Durnan in the air hits Deontay Hare in the end zone. 16-yard strike. 31-0 Camdenton at halftime. They win it 45-13. They will host Elias next week at Camdenton. We had a good time at Blair Oaks tonight. Our Football Friday Night preview live at 5 and 6 thanks to the cheer squad, Blair Oaks Band, and Central Bank for the tailgate. Blair Oaks coming off that rare loss, and that's not a good thing for their opponent. Hayden Lackman, early 5-yard touchdown run. Lackman had a busy first half for the Falcons on 4th and 1. Takes this one 28 yards. Another Falcons touchdown into the second. How about another Lackman touchdown? Falcons led it 28-0. He had 4 touchdowns in the opening half. Bring on the fireworks. Tyler Bax had a touchdown passing and a touchdown running in the second half. Blair Oaks gets back in the win column 42-0 over Osage. The Southern Boone Eagles off to a 2-0 start, back on the home field for the 3rd straight week, trying to go 3-0. Eagles not messing around, taking on California tonight. First play from scrimmage. Quarterback Mason Shearer hits Hudson Talley across the middle. Talley puts the Birds on top, 7-0. On to the second quarter. Logan Bishop takes the handoff. He won't be stopped. Shrugging off Pintos all the way into the end zone. 14-0. Southern Boone on top. Goal line action. Bishop punches another one in. It was a 21-0 lead for the hometown Eagles. Under a minute left till half. Shearer keeps it himself. 27-0 Eagles at halftime. Southern Boone is 3-0. 40-0 winners tonight in Ashland. Another Tri-County Conference matchup in Hallsville. The Indians battling the 2-0 Boonville Pirates thanks to our friends at Prepcast for the video. Wild second half. Hallsville's Braden Matheny lost the touchdown pass to Isaac Stinson. Indians led it by 6 early in the fourth quarter. Hallsville then tries an onside kick, but Clayton Schuster picks it up for Boonville, and he's going to take it all the way. Lead changes 5 times in the second half. Boonville wins a thriller, 34-32. What a game. Rivalry game in Kingdom City tonight. That's where KRCG 13's Grace Gillis spent this football Friday night. Grace.
Montgomery County made the trip to North Callaway tonight, where the Wildcats tried to disrupt the Thunderbirds' 2-game win streak. But North Callaway came prepared to defend its perfect start to the season. North Callaway fired up before tonight's home contest. Late in the first quarter, Thunderbirds' Colin Moore finds the gap. He comes away with the North Callaway first down to put the Thunderbirds in striking distance. Then the Thunderbirds finish it off on the very next play. North Callaway on the board, 6-0. Into the second quarter, Montgomery County making its way downfield, but not for long. North Callaway's Wyatt Haddon comes away with the interception into the end zone. He goes. The pick six gives the Thunderbirds a 12-0 lead at the half, and they would go on to get past Montgomery County 30-18. On a football Friday night in Kingdom City, Grace Gillis, KRCG 13.
Thanks a lot, Grace. The Father Tolton Trailblazers back on the home field in Columbia tonight, welcoming St. Louis Duchesne. What a performance by the Trailblazers. Joshua Gooch breaks off a long run. Michael Agnew's team scored 7 touchdowns in the first half, led it 49-0. Brendan Hervery converts on the goal line. Quarterback keeper. Trailblazers light up the scoreboard 56-7. On to the Magic City. Moberly. The Spartans playing host to the Tigers from Warrensburg. Warrensburg up 7 in the third, make it 14 as Kobe Westfall goes in. The quarterback keeper 21-7. But look at this. Moberly wastes no time getting those points back. Kayvon Tiger takes the kickoff. He will go 90 yards to the house. Spartan crowd has some juice. But that would be it for the Spartans. They fall to Warrensburg 35-14. More to come on this football Friday night. Eldon traveling to Owensville, Tipton to Powerhouse Lamar, and the Fulton Hornets aim for win number 1. Stay with us on Football Friday Night. Back to Football Friday Night. One of the great early season stories so far in mid-Missouri, the Tipton Cardinals. 2 big wins to start the season, but a big challenge tonight. Traveling to Southwest Missouri to play Powerhouse Lamar. Thanks to Dr. Terry Robinson for the video. Great program, this Lamar team, and tough place to play. Lamar quarterback Alex Wilkerson in for the first touchdown, and that was not the last. Lamar is just a juggernaut. The Tigers led it 44-0 at halftime, and that was the final. First loss of the season for the Tipton Cardinals. Fulton Hornets traveling to Huntsville tonight. Dana Chambers' team looking for a first victory on the season against the West Strand Hornets. West Strand on the board. Gage Adler, the quarterback keeper, to put the Hornets on top. Later on in the first, Adler finds Cooper Harvey down the sideline, and he can pedal backwards into the end zone for a West Strand touchdown. Fulton answers in the second. Quaylen Chambers, coach's son, powers through for a Fulton score, but West Strand wins it 35-21. The Eldon Mustangs making a visit to Owensville tonight thanks to Will Johnson for the video. Owensville in the dark jersey scoring first. Logan Bailey, 5-yard run for the Dutchman at a 2-point conversion. It's 8-0 Owensville, but the Eldon Mustangs would get a touchdown from Evan Beanland in the first half. It was 8-7 at halftime. They were trailing by 1 point, but Eldon in the second half scored 3 touchdowns. Good road win for Nick Griffin and the Mustangs. 28-8. Mustangs are now 3-0. The Mexico Bulldogs on the road at Odessa. Bulldogs down big, 31-0. Finally got on the board here in the third quarter. Drew DeMint takes the pitch, goes in for the 7-yard touchdown, but Odessa wins this one big, 38-14 over Mexico. South Callaway, good win on the road for the Dogs. 28-13 at Lexington. Russellville falls to Midway, 36-14. It was Harrisburg losing by shutout to Scotland County on the road, 49-0. Centralia Panthers making a road trip to Northeast Missouri to face Clark County. How about some Panther trickery? Wide receiver Elliott McCoy will get the ball in the reverse. He's going to fire it for the end zone. Logan Rosenfelder hauls it in. That's a 31-yard touchdown to open up the scoring. More Centralia offense. McCoy on the receiving end of this touchdown pass from Rex Bryson. Panthers roll Centralia 44-8 winners. The Versailles Tigers back at home tonight, looking for a first win, battling the Butler Bears. Quarterback Fletcher Bias on the sneak. He goes in for the touchdown. Versailles led it 6-0. Tigers adding to that lead. Tyler Morrison on the handoff, bouncing off tacklers. He's in for 6. Tigers win it 22-14 over Butler. First year varsity program in Lynn. The Wildcats back on the home field tonight, welcoming a good Windsor team in Osage County. Thanks to Lori Greer for the video. Gus Peters, nice run here for Lynn, but this was a tough matchup against the 6th-ranked Greyhounds from Windsor, who win it 53-0. The Salisbury Panthers off to a 2-0 start, entertaining the Fayette Falcons tonight. Salisbury up 32-6 at halftime. Look at this. Early third quarter, Braden White takes the pitch, makes a couple of moves where he goes all the way for the touchdown. He's down there somewhere, 92-yard TD. Salisbury wins this one 44-18. Herman Bearcats having a good season. They beat St. James 36-14. 15 make it. Richmond over Marshall. Van Far shuts out Louisiana 24-0. Still to come, our Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Week and a look ahead to another sellout Saturday at Mizzou.
Tonight's edition of the KRCG 13 Sports Desk is sponsored by the Mawkins Automotive Group.
Third straight football Saturday in Columbia. The nation's 6th-ranked Tigers will take on number 24 Boston College. 11:45 kickoff at Faurot Field. Early tailgating and another sellout crowd.
We're definitely going to need them to make it a special environment and make it a loud environment. It's going to be an awesome game of college football. I think it's the only ranked game on Saturday, or the only game between 2 ranked opponents.
Missouri favored by more than 2 touchdowns. Opener for the Lincoln Blue Tigers at home tomorrow night. 7 o'clock start at Reed Stadium. LU hosting McKendree. First ever home football game for the William Woods Owls. That is a 5:30 start in Fulton against St. Ambrose. Westminster and Central Methodist on the road. Missouri S&T at home in Rolla. Baseball tonight. Royals on the road in Pittsburgh. Big 6-run second inning for KC. Salvador Perez. What a season that guy's having. 2-run home run, his 27th of the year. Royals win 8-3. Cardinals playing north of the border this weekend in Toronto. Extra innings tonight. Blue Jays win it on this 11th inning walk-off hit by Alejandro Kirk. Toronto beats the Cardinals 4-3. Volleyball, Mizzou Invitational. Missouri wins 2, beating UMKC and Tennessee Martin. Back to our high school football coverage. Steve's Pest Control Defensive Pest of the Night. Back to Helias. Big home opening win over Battle. Here's senior defensive end Cam Hillen in on the sack. Phil Pitts and the Seder defense coming up big in the 42-6 win. Our defensive pest of the week. That is it for week 3 of the Football Friday Night Show. Thanks to our KRCG crew, led by Tony Mullen, Brian Hudnell, Chris Rogers, Nick Fuchs, Grace Gillis, Evan Lacknitz, Ryan Smith, Darren Beasley, All-Pro Director Phil Capps, and Zach Factor. Thank you for joining us.
Football Friday Night has been sponsored by GFI Digital, Kemker Heating and Air Conditioning, Steve's Pest Control, Community Point Bank, and Custom Promotional Branding.